Hi dear students, I am your Srinivas from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. Now we are moving to 7th lesson, that is rocks, soil and minerals. What is the meaning of this rock, soil and minerals, where they are available, everything we will learn. What are the importance of these rocks, soil and minerals, why we need them, okay, how they have formed, everything we will discuss in this lesson. Okay, have you seen the rocks? Yes, we have seen the so many rocks and in the hills, that is near our Banerghatta, there is a big hill, there is a big rocks are there. Okay, and soil everywhere we are seeing, and next to the minerals. Minerals we can't see everywhere. In some places only we are getting. Okay, in the soil some minerals are present, but they are not in huge quantity. That is not in large quantity. In some places we will find them in the large quantity. Where we will find everything we will discuss in this lesson. Okay, here they have given some important words. I will read them. Pebbles, smooth and round stones that are found in or near water. Layers, the thickness of something that lies on a surface. Excessive, more. Magma, a mixture of rocks and gases present in the central part or the Earth's core. Composition, various components of a material. Lava, hot molten rocks. Accumulates, collects. So these are the meanings. First we will learn pebbles, that is the smooth round stones. When you visit some lakes or rivers, just you search some stones, they are called as pebbles because they are very round and very smooth. If you touch it, is they are very smooth, not hard. The surface is very smooth, found in or near water. That means in water or near the water area. That means near the rivers or near the ponds. Somewhere you will get these pebbles. Next, layers. The thickness or something that lies on the surface. One layer, second layer, third layer, like that. Okay. First layer, second layer, third layer. So these are called as the layers, one above the other. Excessive means more. Magma, a mixture of rocks and gases present in the central part of the Earth's core. That means if you consider the Earth, okay, when you go inside, in the center part, this magma is present. Next, composition, various component of a material. Composition means mixing of one or two things. Okay, how much we have mixed, that is called as the composition. How much you have mixed is called as the composition. Next, lava, hot molten rocks, that magma, that is the lava. Next, accumulates means collecting. Accumulating means collecting. We will go now to the lesson rocks. I will read. Rocks are the hard substances found on Earth's crust. There are different kinds of rocks in hills and mountains, in the soil and under the ground. Rocks differ in terms of their size, shape, color, composition, and use. Types of rocks. Depending on their composition formation process, rocks have been divided into three groups. Igneous rocks, rocks formed due to cooling of hot and molten lava coming out of volcanoes are called igneous rocks. Example, granite and pumice. Next come to, yes, they have given this much only about the igneous rocks. Okay. Yes, rocks. Rocks are the hard substances found on Earth's crust. That means rocks are the hard substances found on the Earth's crust. What is the meaning of crust? Crust means the outer layer where we are living. Where we are living, this is called as the Earth's crust. Outer surface is called as crust. Where we are living, these are the rocks. Rocks are the hard substances. Have you seen the rocks? Yes, they are very, very hard. Okay, we can't break them easily. So that much of hard substances. There are different kinds of rocks in hills and mountains, in the soil and underground, under the ground. That means all the rocks are not same type. There are different types of rocks are there. In the hills, there are round shape and their structure is different. When you visit some river places, there you will get the pebbles, everything. Okay. When you visit in other some places, you will find the shining rocks. Like that, the rocks are of different shapes and sizes and the different qualities. That means different compositions. There are different kinds of rocks in hills, mountains, in the soil and under the ground. Rocks differ in terms of their size. That means the what is the different? They are in different size, in different shape, in different color and composition and also use. All the rocks are not used for the same thing. For example, mosaic, whatever we are putting in your houses. So it is also a rock. It is also a rock, it is costly rock. But what we are using in the construction of a whole house, we are using different types of rocks. Okay, that's small pebbles like that we are using. Okay, they are also the rocks. That means they are different in color, different in size, different in shape, different in composition and use. What is the meaning of composition? I have explained various component of material. That means that rocks includes some different composition of materials. Rocks also made up of some materials, so their composition is different. Okay. Next, types of rocks. Depending on their formation of process, rocks have been divided into three groups. Igneous rocks, rocks formed due to cooling of hot and molten lava coming out of volcanoes are called igneous rocks. Example, granite and pumice. Pumica or pumice. Okay, see here they are given pumice and granite. Rocks formed due to cooling of hot and molten lava when the volcanoes are there. Say I will tell something. This is the earth. Now what is the outer surface is cool. We are not much hot. When you go inside, sir, how we will go? By digging. For example, in the mines, gold mines, iron ore mines, okay, they are digging to get the soil which consists of gold and everything, which contains gold and gold. So they are moving inside. While they are moving, we are getting so much of heat. That means if you move or dig it, earth to the center, here it has more heat. In the center of the earth, there is a more heat. There, the earth is in the liquid form. What we are seeing here, it is in the solid form. There, it is, looks like a water form or a molten iron. What we call it as molten iron. If you melt the iron, that form is called as molten stage. Okay, like that, here the structure of the earth looks. Okay, here you will get the molten iron, molten rocks or molten material. That is called as lava. Okay, so hot and molten lava when at the time of volcanoes. What is the meaning of volcanoes? The earth open in some places. Here, if it while melting, it creates more pressure. So in some places it opens. They are called as volcanoes. At that time, it comes out. This lava comes out and spread outside the volcanoes. After some days, it cools and forms the rocks. I hope now you understand how the rocks are formed. Now what we are seeing the rocks, yes, everything are formed by this molten lava only. All the rocks are formed by this molten lava only. Inside the earth crust, there is a what we call it as molten. Okay, molten lava is present. It is always melting due to overheat. When in some places it comes out, that lava after comes out, it becomes cool. After cooling, that lava forms the rocks. Okay, so here they have given granite. What we are seeing, the granite is formed by this lava only, and pumice also. This is one type of rock. This is also formed by this lava only. Okay, next come to the soil. Soil exists in three layers. What we are seeing in the soil, and it exists in three layers: topsoil, subsoil, and bedrock. Topsoil, subsoil, and bedrock. Here one by one they have given where it available. Topsoil. The topsoil is uppermost layer. It is dark in color. When you consider the earth, the uppermost, that means here what we are getting. This is the uppermost because earth is round. So what we are getting in the uppermost is called as the topsoil. Where we are walking, that is the topsoil. Okay. The topsoil is uppermost layer. It is dark in color. What color have you seen the soil? It is dark red or dark black or dark brown like that. So the colors of the topsoil is dark in color. Next come to subsoil. It lies between the topsoil. It is light in color. Below this is the subsoil. Below this is the subsoil. So first one is the topsoil. Below this is the subsoil. It is light in color. What is the color of the subsoil? Light. Next come to bedrock. The bottom layer is made up of raw solid rocks called the bedrock. That means below this subsoil, when you go inside deep, you will get these bedrocks. At the time of digging the bore wells, we are saying the rocks has come. Okay, that is they are called as the bedrocks. They are called as the bedrock. So bottom layer is made up of solid rock called bedrock. Next come to soil and crops. We grow different crops in different types of soils. If we not grow better, if we want to grow better crops, the soil should contain enough air, water and minerals. Here they have given sandstone, limestone, black marble, white marble. They have given the figures. Okay. Next come to soil and crops. We grow different crops in different types of soils. That means on the earth. What is the use of the soil? We are growing the different types of food crops. We are growing different types of food crops. Okay. By this soil only we are living. Without that soil, we won't get the food materials. Okay. If you want to grow better crops, what should the soil contain? It should contain air, water and minerals. Air, water and minerals. So come to minerals. Rocks and minerals are formed together. Minerals are taken out from under the ground. Deep tunnels called mines are dug to get minerals. Iron, coal, gold and are obtained from mines. A mine where iron is found is called iron mine. The mineral that is mined or taken out is called ore. Next come to minerals. Here in this lesson, they have given very simple information about this. Okay. In this lesson, they have given very small information. Okay. Once again, they have given about the minerals. Rocks and minerals are formed together. By this lava only, these rocks and minerals are formed. Okay. The minerals and rocks are formed together means with both. Minerals are taken out from the under the ground. Then where these minerals are present? They are present under the ground. That means in the below the subsoil. Below the subsoil, minerals are present. Okay. Deep tunnels called mines are dug to get minerals. Then how we will take them? We will make the deep tunnels. Deep tunnels. Okay. Like this ways. Okay. So we are digging the earth and making the way to move inside. They are called as tunnels. They are called as tunnels. The way where we are moving into the earth, inside the earth, making hole inside the earth. That is called as tunnel. In some places, they are making a way between the two mountains. If the mountains are like this, if the road is like this, they make here a hole and here a hole and here the vehicles are passing. So this is called as tunnel. That is called as tunnel. Deep tunnels are called mines are dug to get minerals. To get these minerals, we will make the tunnels deep. Not only this much 10 feet or 30 meters, they will move more than 1,000 feet. More than 1,000 feet. There we are get iron, coal, gold and other mines, other minerals. Okay, that means iron, what we are using the iron, everything is extracted from the earth. What we are using the gold rings, gold everything, that is also extracted from the earth. It mixes up with some soil. So what they will do? They will treat that soil. They will heat that soil in some temperature. Some materials will melt. For example, iron melts in some temperature. To that temperature, they will heat that. In that, the soil separates and the molten iron separates. Okay, they take that and they once again they will do some chemical treatments for that one. Okay, after that we will get the pure iron. The same way we are getting the gold. Same way we are getting the gold. Why the gold is costlier than the iron? Because we are getting that in less quantity. We are getting that in less quantity. For that reason only gold has more value. But iron we can get in more quantity. For that reason it is very less. Okay, and the preparation, for preparing we have less expensive for preparing the iron, for it makes more expensive for making the gold or separating the gold from the soil, so it is more costly. So it is more costly. Or the percentage of the gold which is present in the soil is very, very less. Next, this iron, coal, gold are obtained from mines. A mine where iron is found is called an iron mine. Where we find the iron is called iron mine. Where we find the gold, it is called as gold mine. KGF. In our Karnataka, KGF is the oldest gold mine from the Britishers' time. That means before independence, they are digging. They are getting the gold. What is the meaning of KGF? Kolar Gold Fields. Kolar Gold Fields. I hope you have seen in the movie, that is KGF movie, they have shown the mines. Like that only, they are the original mines. Okay. The mineral that is mined or taken out is called ore. That means what we are digging and we are extracting from the earth, that is called as ore. If you take iron, it is called as iron ore. If you are digging in the gold mines, it is gold mine, gold ore. Okay, like that we are giving the names. Once again, it is chemically treated and we are separating the metal from the ore. Metal from the ore. Iron is a metal, copper is a metal, gold is a metal, everything. Okay. Next, see here, they have given the iron ore. They have given the iron ore. Iron ore is like that, like this. Okay. We find the iron ore in Kuduремukh. In our Karnataka, Kuduремukh. Okay. Next, come to soil. Soil is the uppermost layer of the earth's crust. It is made up of tiny pieces of rock, sand, clay, and remains of dead plants. Plants get water and minerals from the soil. It is home to many small animals. Okay, what is the soil? The uppermost, where we are living. That layer is of the earth's crust is called as soil. Okay, it consists of soil only. That means this is the top soil. Okay, it is made up of teeny pieces of rock. How this soil is made? Soil is made by the rocks. It is not specially made by anything. It is made by the rocks. After polishing or after rubbing the two rocks, you are getting the soil. Okay, the rocks are rubbed by the wind, the water, and everything by the climatic conditions. Due to so much of hot, they will break into pieces. The rocks are break into pieces. That small pieces become the soil. It is made up of tiny pieces of rock, sand, clay, and remains of dead plants. That means what it consists of? It consists of small pieces of rock, sand, clay, and remains of dead plants. That means the plants which are living after the death, where they will go? They will stay. That means they will lie in the soil. They will stay in the soil. Okay, after decaying. Okay, there is small particles. The plant's small particles are present in the soil. Plants get water and minerals from the soil. That means the plants, when the rain is come, the soil absorbs the water. That water is used by the plants. That water is used by the plants. It is home to many small animals. So many small animals are present in the soil. How is soil formed? When rocks break up into tiny particles, they form soil. I have explained. When rocks break up into tiny, what is the meaning of tiny? Small. Tiny means small. Okay. Rivers and streams flowing down mountains carry small boulders with them. Small boulders with them. When the rivers and streams, while moving from the mountain, they bring along with them. See what is the color of the water which is flowing from the mountain? It is red in color because it contains the soil. It brings along with it the soil. Okay. And carries the small boulders, what we call it as boulders. Okay. The running water tosses them around. That means the running water makes movement in them. The rub and bump against one another, finally becoming small pebbles. What it will do when they are rubbing each other, where they are rubbing each other, they become very, very small into pieces, small pieces. So that forms the soil. That forms the soil. The rubbing action of two pebbles, the rubbing action of rock with the water, the rubbing action of rock with the soil, the rubbing action of rock with another rock makes the soil. They rub and bump against one another, finally becoming small pebbles. Weather plays an important role in the process of breaking up of rocks. That means weather. Due to the weather, the rocks become soil. Rocks get heated during day and cool down at night. The heating and cooling breaks down the rocks into smaller pieces. I have already explained, due to the overheat, it will break into small pieces. Due to overheat and cool. In the heat, it expands. In the cool, it contracts. Okay. At that time, it explodes or it breaks. That breaking becomes, it makes the small pieces. So that rocks become the soil. Next, come to rainwater. Rainwater accumulates in the cracks of the rocks. In cold countries, this water freezes into ice. The hard ice expands and thus breaks up the rocks. In some areas, that in the cold areas, if the rocks are like this, if any small hole is there, at the time of raining, this water gets into the rocks and stores inside the rocks. And stores inside the rocks. It could not evaporate because it go deeper. If some holes are there or anything is there. Okay, like that it stores here. In the winter, due to the cold season, this water becomes ice. This water becomes ice. The size of this water expands when it becomes ice. The size of the water becomes more when it freezes into ice or when it converts into ice. If you want, you check it. Just you put a full glass of water in a fridge. After some time, you just take it out. If you keep it in a freezer, okay, the water expands. That means the level of the water is more after becoming the ice. After becoming ice. Next, plants the hard. Next, what happens at the time? Here there is no space for them, for the ice to expand. So what it will do? It will break the soil. It will break the rock. Sorry, not the soil. It will break the rock, and this rock become into pieces. That one rock become into two pieces, or it may become into small pieces. The hard ice expands and thus breaks up the rocks. Plants may start growing inside the rock as their roots spread out. They split the rocks. Wind also helps in breaking the rock into small pieces to form soil. The plants, in some places, in the rock, the plants will grow. When it will grow, it will break up the. As their roots spread, they split the rock. As the roots search the way, they will split the rock. See how they are strong. They are stronger than the rocks. Wind also help in breaking the rock into small pieces to form soil. Wind also, blowing wind. Blowing wind also makes the rock into soil. Next here, volcanic eruption, action of water and wind on the rocks. They will become small. They will become into small pieces. That is the soil. Next, layers of soil. Here they are given topsoil. The topsoil is the uppermost layer. It is dark in color. Subsoil, it lies below the topsoil. It is light in color. Bedrock, the bottom layer is made up of rock called bedrock. See here they have given the figure how this layers of soil is present in the earth. Inside the earth, how it is present. First one is organic layer, that is where the plants and everything will grow. Second one is the topsoil. Next comes the subsoil. Next, the parent material. Next comes to the bedrock. Okay, this is how the structure of the earth. This is the structure of the earth. Next comes soil and crops. We grow different crops in different types of soil. If we want to grow better crops, the soil should contain enough air, water and minerals. That means if you want to get good crop, the soil should contain minerals. Some nitrogen is there, and so many nutrients are there which are helpful for the growth of the plant, which are helpful for the phosphorus, urea we are supplying. Okay, so many other different nutrients are present in the soil which helps or which supports the plants to grow well. Next, it consists of air also. In the air, nitrogen is present in the form of gas. When it comes with the contact with the soil, it converts into a, when it comes contact with the soil and the plant absorbs this nitrogen and make them to grow well. That nitrogen helps the plants to grow well. Okay. Next, here water and minerals. That means the soil should contain water, air and minerals to help the plants to grow. So this completes your lesson. Next we will come to fact file. Ruby is one of the most popular gemstones. That means the stones which are very shining structure and very hard, they are called as the gems. Next, quartz is one of the most common minerals available on the earth. Quartz, that is also one type of rock. Next, come to the, let us summarize. The tiny grey stones or gravels are used for building roads. We are using the small rocks. In the construction of the house also we are using. In the construction of the house also we are using the small for making the mold and for making the ground bed. We are using the small pebbles. Next, rocks exist in almost all the types of soil. Everywhere, wherever you go, we will find the rocks. The running water tosses rocks around which results in breaking of a rock into smaller pieces. Okay, the running water, what the running water do? It will makes the rubbing action with the rocks and makes it into small pieces. That small pieces once again become into soil. A mixture of molten rock and gases present in the central part of the core of the earth is called magma. What here? A mixture of molten rock and gases. Here it is burning, like the gases are burning. So this becomes the molten. We call it as molten. That is, if you heat the iron or any ore or any metal, you will get the molten of that metal. For example, iron, copper, silver, anything if you melt any metal, you will get the molten of that metal. Here they are given the pictures of some rocks have been given below. Discuss one use of each. Granite, for what purpose we are using the granite? We are using this granite for making the home. Like that you have to make the answer. This completes your lesson. Okay, I think you understand very well about the rocks, soil and minerals. Here they are given very simple information about this rock, soil and minerals because this is a vast subject. When you come to the higher classes, you will learn more about this. I hope you understand very well. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.